The faces of some of the migrants that have died trying to cross into the United States have been plastered on the federal public safety minister's office during an emergency rally today. It comes after 8 migrants were killed trying to cross from Canada to the United States just last week. A passionate plea for the Prime Minister to grant full and permanent immigration status to all migrants and undocumented persons in Canada.
As he promised, so that the deaths will stop.
8 migrants killed last Thursday when their boat capsized in Quebec on the way to the U.S. have been identified as 2 families of 4, the Chowdhury family of India and the Iordache family of Romania.
They were facing deportation, and 2 infants under the age of 3 have drowned to death because of the decisions made by Prime Minister Trudeau.
We've now learned the Iordache family had been living in Toronto for 4 years. Their 2 young children were born in Canada. Both were under the age of 3.
So they had come here to try and make a better life, to start a family here.
While the children were Canadian citizens, the parents, Florin and Christina, were set to be deported. Public federal court documents show Florin had applied for a pre-removal risk assessment, a last chance for an immigration officer to decide if someone has a continuing risk of persecution in their country. But Florin had been denied and was seeking a judicial review. A lawyer tells us the applications have a 97% refusal rate.
So they made the decision to try to get to the U.S. because it would be better to live undocumented in the United States than to return to Romania.
People will do whatever they can to protect their families, including climbing into a boat that sinks. We want you to not look away.
The Migrant Workers Alliance for Change delivering a petition with 7,000 signatures to the federal public safety minister's office and calling for an end to the Safe Third Country Agreement, which was expanded just days before the migrants were found. The agreement closing unofficial ports of entry along the entire length of the Canada-U.S. border in an effort to deter irregular border crossings, but advocates say will only force asylum seekers to choose more dangerous routes.
Just after making it stronger, people died. You cannot get any clearer on the evidence of your decision to do that and what it has led to.
The federal government has promised to open 15,000 spots for migrants to enter the country legally. But in 2022 alone, nearly 40,000 migrants entered the country at unofficial border points, making it an asylum claim. In a statement, Minister Marco Mendicino's office tells us the investigation into the tragedy is ongoing and it's important not to make assumptions on a difficult and complex situation until all facts are known. His office adds the government will continue to promote safe, legal, and regular pathways that allow the world's most vulnerable to build new lives in Canada. For City News, I'm Tina Yazdani.